You're tuned into Global with me, Carl Cox, broadcasting live to you all over the world and gearing up for the massive 500th episode celebrations which happens next week in Amsterdam. This is one night that you do not want to miss.
We interrupt this broadcast to let you know.
Breaking news on the hour. Carl Cox and his Revolution Party have taken control.
Here in London there are scenes of elation as the word spreading of the revolution.
La gente llegamos a temperatura máxima, la atmósfera es indescriptible. Esto es un momento histórico.
For those that are just joining us this evening, news has reached us that Carl Cox's revolution is here.
And I do believe we're going over to the World Address now.
World citizens all over the world, this has been the year of change. The year where your dreams became reality. The year where your alliance became progress. The year the world celebrated. This is the year we will party like never before. Let us begin anew. This is the revolution. This is Carl Cox.
Get it.
Welcome. Good. Ready to go.
Carl does a radio show every week called Global. He's been doing it for 10 years, and we all sat down and discussed what we could do to celebrate this momentous occasion on this 500th radio show, to give something back to all the fans, because it's a very hard thing with radio because you don't always see it. But when you travel around the world on touring, people always come up to us and tell us how much they love it as a weekly show. So we decided at ADE, because that was our 500th show, we would do a big concert and build a radio station and do everything very live, with the social networking, with the Facebooking and stuff like that. So that's the mission.
Myself right here in the studios, and Carl Cox going global live 500 show. Hope you enjoyed yourselves and listened to the music so far. It's getting hot already. I've always really been interested in radio broadcast from the very early days of me being a DJ. We did a satellite broadcast. It was called Green Apple Radio, and Green Apple really was when you had your analog, if you was rich enough to have set box. You was not only was you able to get your satellite channels, but you was also able to get certain radio frequency bandwidth. So somehow I found myself creating 2-hour sets from a lot of DJs, sending them to a house, which this house had the ability to send this music through DATs and basically play those DATs on the bandwidth after 12 o'clock. So from 12 to 6. There's a DJ called UMEC, and UMEC managed to pick up these signals and to hear my music on Green Apple Radio at that time. So he wasn't even actually DJing it, but he was listening to our music and being influenced by that. So when I had an interview with him about 2 years ago, he basically brought up the fact that I used to listen to your radio shows on this satellite bandwidth, which I never thought anyone was listening. But UMEC, now you know, the Techno Master King, was influenced by that. My history of being on the radio does go right back, but also my fun and my passion for it, for broadcasting, it still remains to be the same today. In the early days of 2002, we were changed to a studio. We had to record all the music in a studio environment, so it was of the highest quality, because everything that we were recording was down to a DAT format. Because wherever I was, in New York or I was in Spain, I could find a studio to record the shows. Now you have the ability to do it all on my computer, so it's great, and then basically turn whatever room I had into a sound room for me. I could be sitting in this room now here today and produce a radio show, easy. As long as I've got internet, so I can upload it to my FTP and Gabby can pick up the parts, brilliant. And once again, I'm never happy on a week-to-week basis knowing that until he has the show, I cannot relax, because we know that we need to get the music out there. But when I finally came to be doing Global Worldwide, I actually didn't want to do it. I actually said no to begin with, because I just didn't have the time to do a weekly show. When Gavin Kingsley came to me and said, "Oh, would you like to do this?" And I was just thinking, I've just got more work on my plate. How am I going to do this weekly show? I was never comfortable by doing pre-record. I was actually more comfortable live, because it is as it is, as it comes, and I would relax a lot more. When you go into a script, and then you'll find that you make more mistakes on the script because it's actually not my script, as I would say it. But it's difficult, I think, when you pre-record, because you've got to try and create an energy, a vibe, and a sense that, you know, whatever we say is something that we want to say, and I think we should say. But then sometimes, you know, a lot of DJs prattle on about a lot of crap, and in the end, you know, you just want to hear the music.
I started working with Carl back in 2001. Before we launched the Global Radio Show, the summer before, we did a short series of programs from his first season at Space in Ibiza. Just 8 shows live from the club during his first summer on the island. And from that, a year later, the response was so big and so good, we decided to take it one step further and start a weekly radio show. At the time, there wasn't many DJs syndicating a global radio show, and we knew that Carl Cox was the man to do it.
In 2002, Carl was playing pretty hard techno, and so yeah, I think you know, while it was obviously always going to be a massive show, there was definitely a challenge in the early days in the fact that you were putting a commercial. You were trying to encourage commercial radio stations to give prime time slots to, you know, what was an underground, pretty hard techno show. The reason why it worked and the reason why all those radio stations agreed to do that was because it was Carl Cox.
I started working on Carl's show about 7 years ago. It was already a hugely popular show. Since then it's just grown and grown. It's now going out every single week to 15 million Carl Cox fans in 41 different countries. Germany, America, Australia, Lithuania, Gambia and Africa has just started broadcasting the show every week. It goes out everywhere and everyone loves Carl.
One of the things that you know, that all Carl Cox fans love is Carl Cox live. What is Carl Cox? He's a live DJ, he's a live performer, and the magic of Carl Cox, you know, you've got to experience it live. So when we started the show, I think everybody, Carl and Ian and Lynn and certainly all of us on our team, we all wanted the show to try and recreate that live element. The magic of Carl Cox live had to be on Global, the radio show.
Brain cell explosion! The main man in the house! Make some noise! Carl Cox! Come on!
The thing is, Carl attracts such a loyal, kind of clued up musical following, and he's stayed very true to what he believes in, and this energy and this charisma has really taken him to another level.
He's a fucking good DJ. He can mix any record with any record and make it sound good, you know? Like sometimes I hear him play and he makes mixes with tracks I would never even dream of putting together, and it works, and that's a true talent.
That he lights up every single room he enters into, whether he's DJing or just hanging out socially. He's just a great person to be around.
The essence of Carl Cox live is pioneering, passion,
energy, 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 and funk as well.
Exciting, fun, brilliant, and musical.
Well, I think it's party, and he's the perfect DJ. Make a big, fantastic, brilliant fucking party.
Carl Cox is amazing. He played only for the first time at Awakenings this summer. He blew many people's minds and ears.
Every DJ these days has a radio show, and most are just filled with studio mixes, which is fine. But Carl's show and Carl's fans know that Global is the radio show to come to hear Carl's incredible archive of live sets.
For use on the Global radio show, we have a certain Eddie Roll R44 for this, and that allows me also to record directly from the mixer, and another 2 channels for external mics, so we can actually record the sound of the crowd and make a nice live element feel to all of the recording, which on the radio sounds excellent.
Carl, well, still is on the road touring constantly. We wanted to have something that would reflect everything he did, and we did a lot of the sets as well. We recorded them and put them out globally, so whether you were in Brazil and listening to Japan, or if you're in Holland and he was playing in England or South America, it just brought a whole network of people together and made a big family really with the listeners. You know, they connected through the music, you know, they learned a lot. We get so many emails about what was that track, etc, etc, and it just reflected what Carl was about and is about. In the early years, it was a lot of work, definitely, and there was a point when Carl was just going to give it up and not do it, and then suddenly he went to Portugal, and 6 people at the gig said, "We love your show, we watch it every week, you listen to it every week," and then he went off to tour in Brazil, and people just kept coming up to him and coming up to him and coming up to him and telling him how much they love the show, and they tune in every week, and suddenly he realised the power of the radio show. Although he couldn't see it, you could feel it with the people and how he was connecting to these people.
Working working with Awakenings as partnership for us has been unbelievable. They really have come to the table, have a lot of fun with them, had a really great time at their festival this year. I think it's only right to keep it with the partners that actually believe in what we've done over the years.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Jesper Schimmel. I'm the artistic technical producer of Awakenings. This time on the Amsterdam Dance Event we've got the Global 500 Carl Cox show. And we started already, like you can see, with the entrance building up. We have a lot of work to do in these 2 days. We're setting up the show for you guys. So let's go inside. See you around. We started with the rigging everywhere and building up the stage for the artists. Like you can see, we're working with around 50 people. The lighting and video and laser stuff is following the music and give you the additional emotion of the music. After Burning Man we're the best. No, I can't say that. They were one big family who are actually building up their own party with you together. And that's the good part of Awakenings.
Hi, I'm Gijs from G Producties. It's my company and we deliver radio studios all over the world. And tonight we got a home game coming up with Carl Cox Global 500. It's gonna be really wicked because we got the radio studio, we got a whole social media team, we got screens here in the studio so Carl can see during his presentation what's happening with the 5,000 people inside. But of course the millions of people listening worldwide through the internet for all the radio stations. It's great to be a part of it, and it's great that you're filming this so people can see back what happened here tonight.
Really?
Turn it on. Even better.
It was very hard really to select, the chosen few for the night. Christian Varela has been my basically Spanish brother DJ. He's a musical maestro, great entertainer. He's very funny also. He had to learn English very quickly with us, and now because he has, he gets our English jokes. So it's going to be excellent to hear him on the radio for sure. As for Nicole Moldova, over the last 3 or 4 years, she's been so predominant and so powerful in her music, and when she gets to speak on the radio as well, you could just feel her passion for it. And I really want people to understand that, she's not just a girl playing techno music, she really has something about what she does. And Charlie Hedges being, the little darling of the radio, and it's just nice for people who may not know Charlie to come through. So again, that's me supporting the next generation of DJs coming through. And she's a bundle of fun, so I'm going to have her to co-host the show with me as well. and Norman basically met each other on a train coming home from a DMC competition in 1986, 87, and we were getting a train home from Victoria to Brighton, and he sat there and I sat there and I looked at him and went, "Oh, you're Norman Cook, the guy from the house party."
Well, I used to go and watch Carl when I first moved down to Brighton. It was about over 30 years ago now. He was playing soul and funk, and he was the Don. He used to do these Sunday night sessions, and so I used to go and watch him, and that was when I first graduated into club DJing myself. So yeah, we go way back. I think that was the first time we kind of probably talked that we were sober enough to remember it.
But straight away we hit it off right there, and we never really looked back, because he used to do student parties at a place called the Escape Club on Thursday nights for like £25, and so did I. So when he couldn't do it, I did it. You know.
Even though our paths, I mean, we're both DJs, but our paths have gone in different directions at times. And I was just saying to Carl that he kind of went off and did all the N25 raves while I was doing Beats International. But we always keep kind of crisscrossing. But there's always been a very mutual thing that even though he's kind of deeper and takes it more seriously than me, and I kind of I have this sort of sideline pop career, but it's always a kind of mutual respect, and I always love having him as guest at my shows. I think it's just the first time I've been on your radio show.
I think so. Is it Gavin? It's the first time ever?
Pretty much, yeah. It is.
And why is that?
So don't leave it 500 shows till the next time.
Oh, definitely not.
When we do play one-to-one, sometimes it gets a little bit from that to then. But always friendly competition.
It comes really competitive between both of us, because we both want that element of being seen to push the party as far as we can musically. He ended up being, the man who basically started a nation of DJs who created, cut-ups and mash-ups and good party tunes together with the regular sound of what we're hearing today. I mean, he's the king god of all of that. But I know I can't do what he does, and he knows he can't do what I do. But if we come together and we basically push each other to a point where people can understand that we're just having a really good time, and then I'm quite happy with that. Anyway, you're going to be playing tonight, mate, yes. And the crowd are up for it, and they're really gonna. I wouldn't put too much pressure on you, but they want to hear something tonight, mate.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Someone just said, "Well, do you know what you're going to play tonight?" And I was like, "Actually, you know what? I really don't know. It's more of a sort of techno crowd than I normally play. It's quite heavy." So
you'll be alright.
You'll be alright. Who knows where I'll go with it? If I'm struggling, you might go on early, Carl.
No.
Hello, this is Fatboy Slim, Carl Cox 500. Join me now as I go on stage at ADE.
That makes the competition as updated as yesterday's fashions. This unique technology actually soars around the listeners, giving them our exclusive out-of-speaker experience from the same power source that created the monster production library tech sounds.
Right, I better go do something.
Ambient, remember ambient.
Yeah, you know.
ready? I said, are you ready? For it is time. It began in 2002, a simple idea, an idea to start a revolution, coast to coast, city by city, country to country, planet to planet. Along the way we have recruited the world's biggest DJs, the world's best electronic labels, and heard the music from the world's best dance floors. And now, 10 years later, today, October 17th, 2012, we are gathered here to celebrate life. From Amsterdam's Gashouder, world citizens, prepare yourself. This is Carl Cox Global 500. This is the revolution, life.
Awakenings. Welcome, Carl Cox.
Unbelievable. I mean, I never played in such a venue like that. The production was second to none. I mean, everyone that came down tonight really saw something, really heard something. All the DJs stepped up and had such a great time. I couldn't have asked for a better 500 radio show live here from the Gashouder, Amsterdam, and being here at the ADE. Really, so many people that's come from all over the world to be here today. It's just been unbelievable.
I'd just like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Global for the last 10 years. It's been an absolutely epic journey musically for me. It's been something which I've been very passionate about to get the music to you, and of course you. So all I can really say is thank you from my bottom of my heart. We've reached 500, show 500, it's been amazing. And I'm looking to do another 500 just for you.